Hi, good morning. It's Tuesday, May 5th. Change of scenery today. I'm filming from the kitchen. Two things are going to happen. The dogs are going to bark, and the washing machine is going to finish and play that little chimey thing it plays. So I apologize in advance for those. Today's video, I'm going to walk you through the assignment for this week. There is only one assignment on Edge Elastic this week, and then there is a Google Docs or Google Slide assignment. Miss Dawn and I are trying something new. So look for that on Google Classroom. That's all you have to do this week. Well, your Alex minutes, the one assignment on Edge Elastic, and the Google Slide assignment. We're continuing with can-shaped things, cylinders. It is Cinco de Mayo, so happy Cinco de Mayo. Pretty cool. I'm going to walk you through the Edge Elastic assignment today and give you some tips and tricks on that. So let me switch over to the other screen. Okay, so here we are. This is the Edge Elastic assignment. I have it open in Edge Elastic, so the options will be the same as the ones that you will see. And I also have a little screen open over there for me to do some of the math work. This is problem number 1. It asks you to identify different things about the formula for the volume of a cylinder. Okay. Let's see. Use the drop-down menus to fill in the 6 statements below. Blank formulas measure the amount of space occupied by a 3D solid. Your choices here are perimeter, area, and volume. Okay, we're talking volume. There's kind of a hint right there on the page. So volume would be the one you would want to select because volume formulas tell you how much space. V stands for, guess what? You guessed it, volume. The pi symbol represents, I gave that one away, didn't I? Which equals about, that's pretty easy to guess that one, 3.14. R stands for radius, the only word that starts with R there. H stands for height. And volume is measured in cubic units, like feet to the third. Okay, that's cubic units. Square units are when the measurement is squared. That's for area. So volume is measured in cubic units. Okay. Stop me if you have a question. Just kidding, you can't do that, I know. We could pause me, but it wouldn't help you any. Find the volume. This is problem number 2. Find the volume of the cylinder using V equals pi r squared. Use 3.14 for pi. All right. We need to hop over here. How seamlessly I can do this. That's not on pen. Put it on pen. All right, now we're talking. Okay. So using our volume formula, all right, we have that volume is equal to pi, which we're going to use 3.14 like it said. And then we know the radius, we have the radius squared. The radius is 1.5. And we're going to square that times the height, and the height on this one is 8. Okay. So basically, you just put this in your calculator. You should, order of operations wise, do the 1.5 squared first. So we'll do that. It's 3.14. 1.5 squared is 2.25 times 8. And when you plug all that in your calculator, it's all just multiplication. It's that number times that number times that number. We arrive at 56.52. I see that on the list. I feel pretty good about that answer. All right. Next problem. This is question number 3. Find the volume of the cylinder using the formula. Express your answer in terms of pi. That's a little bit different direction, all right? When they say express your answer in terms of pi, what that means is they want pi in the answer. Look at our answers down here. They all have pi. So we won't use 3.14. We're just going to let pi go along for the ride this time, okay? So over here, we have volume is equal to pi, we just write pi, not 3.14. Now we need the radius squared, that would be 7 squared, times the height, which is 20. All right. So we leave pi in there. 7 times 7 is 49 times 20. So when we multiply 49 and 20, we get 980 pi. And over here, you'll see selection B is 980 pi. This is going to be so easy for you. All right. Find the volume of the cylinder using V equals pi r squared times height. Use 3.14 for pi. So the twist with this problem is they have not given us radius. They've given us diameter. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to cut that in half. Radius is half of the diameter. So we're going to go over here and we're going to have volume equals pi, and it said to use the 3.14 this time, times the radius, which is 5, not 10, squared, times the height, which is 6. Well, let's go ahead and do that square first. Now, some of you are probably slick enough to figure out that it doesn't really matter if you do the squaring first. You end up with the same answer, and that's because squaring 5 is basically 5 times 5, which is multiplication, and multiplication is commutative, so it doesn't matter what order we multiply them in. When you multiply these three numbers together, you get 471. Oh, looks like it's C again. Next, the volume of a cylinder. Oh, this is one where they're giving you the volume and asking you to find either the radius or the height. Now, in yesterday's example, I asked you to find the radius. This problem asks you to find the height, okay? Now, they've told us that the volume is 141.3, so we put that where we normally would have put the V in the formula. Let's see, it said to use 3.14 for pi, so we will. We know the radius this time, so we know we need to take 3 and square it. The thing we don't know is the height, okay? Well, what we do is we solve for h, just like we solve for x in equations. We have 141.3 is equal to, this is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3.14 is 141.3 times h. Well, what's the opposite of multiplication? Oh, I wrote the wrong number. That's what happens when you have these all figured out in advance. Let's back up. I had all the math work done in advance, and I looked down and I wrote the wrong number. Okay, the correct number was 28.26. Darn it, I almost never get through these perfect. Okay, the opposite of multiplication is division. So if we divide both sides by 28.26, these will cancel, leaving us with just h, which is what we want to know. And on the left-hand side, 141.3 divided by 28.26 is 5. So when you come over here, you'll scroll down and you'll see this time it was A. Okay. Those are the only 5 questions on your assignment for this week. So if you watched the video and maybe even took some notes, you're getting 100 on that for sure. Okay. Also, make sure you check out that Google slide document. Ms. Dolan and I are very excited about that. We think it'll be a great way for us to have more interaction with you guys. So give that a shot for us. We'd like to see what you come up with. All right. Well, I think since it's Cinco de Mayo, our secret word for today should be, what is your favorite Mexican food? Mine is cheese enchiladas. Yep, I like cheese enchiladas. So in the Google Classroom, just comment your favorite Mexican food and you'll get full credit for watching this video today. Happy Cinco de Mayo. See you again.